today's raucous Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, hard to believe, our final Thursday night game of the year, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Cleveland Browns.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You talk about this Jets defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Now it's Watson.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Now Hall to start the drive.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Returnable for Grant. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Back to throw, Watson. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes we even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. It's still about inches. Just go get it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. In motion left, Hardman.
26. Hey, 626.
Rodgers now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. York able to send this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Watson.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
To throw is Watson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Time out.
Running for it. Here's Chubb.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watson off play action. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The Browns had 10 and 5 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On 2nd and 10, Watson.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
There's big Quentin Williams, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Jets will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Number 50. Hey, you block over here.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Second and 9.
To throw, it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Hall.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
One more time with Hall.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Breece Hall
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Eluding the pressure right.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And the Jets will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Kelly, don't let Kelly. Back north. We are going.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, 26.
Here's Rodgers. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers.
He finds Wilson.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Browns nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
All right.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. In motion right is Wilson.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or 2 short.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Browns nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss. Now Watson. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Watson. Now the ball comes loose.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll go again with Hall.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, we're...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Moore, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Browns are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24.
31, Browns 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd down and 12.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Down, he's coming.
And Chubb will try the middle here. He can't get him down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good. 4A.
Watson on 1st down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. But this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
A quick throw to the left flat, and he's got it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
61 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hall again.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards to gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the gun on third down, Rodgers.
And a check down complete to Hall.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.